Hello and welcome to Beanstalk Bandits. In Beanstalk Bandits, you and your band of thieves are climbing this beanstalk and trying to get as much loot as you can. And in the end, whoever has the most valuable loot and earns the most points will be the winner. The loot that you have in this game starts with golden eggs, and each golden egg is worth 1 victory point. Earrings are worth nothing unless you have a pair. If you have 2 earrings, they are worth 5 points. If you have a second set of earrings, that pair is worth 10 points. So together that's 15 points. And if you get a third pair, well, that's 15 points. And together all 3 pairs is 30 points. The more pairs of earrings you have, the more points they're worth. The next are these gems. Gems are a volatile economy, and when more of them are out, and they're more scarce and harder to find, they are more valuable. But at a certain point, the gem market might crash. So the way this works is if 1 gem is out, it's worth 1 point. If a second gem is out and owned by someone else, it's worth 2 points each. If a third one is out, maybe that same player owns it, they're now worth 5 points each. So that's 10 points and 5. They increase to 10 points each, and even up to 15 points. That's 45 points right there. But if somebody takes that last gem, it will crash the market. That gem will go into their loot pile, but everybody else, including them if they have others, have to return all the other gems, and they get 1 egg. They have to sell them for 1 egg. That gem starts a new cycle, and this will build again. So that market will increase. And so a volatile market might make gems very valuable or not that valuable at all. The last way to get points is through this infamy board. You can earn infamy through what you're doing going up the vine. And as you do, you'll climb this little track. And at the end of the game, whoever's the highest on this track will earn 20 points. Whoever's second highest will earn 10, and whoever's third will earn 5 with friendly ties. And we have this goose here at the end of the round. Whoever has the goose will get 1 egg. The goose lays a golden egg at the end of every round, and you get to keep that egg. And at the end of the game, the goose is worth 10 points. Now, all of the action in the game is simultaneous. Every round will reveal the next branch, the next level. And the way this works is it's by player count. So if you have just 3 players, you would show 3, 1, 2, 3. If you have 4 players, you would show a 4th, 5 players, 6 players. It actually goes all the way up to 7, 8, and even 9 players. And you would have 9 spaces. And you count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, starting from the vine. In this example, we have 5 players, so this would be what we would show here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the way it works is every round, everybody will take their selecting meeple and they will cover where they're going to go. They'll place it on the spot and put their thumb up to show they're ready. There's a little bit of negotiating that can happen, and some of that discussion can be lively. But when we're ready, everybody will reveal, and then they will place their climbing meeple on the space where they said they would go. And the way the spaces work is if there are 2 spaces there, if I go and I'm the only one to go there, I get everything there. So I would get 3 eggs, an earring, and a glory. But if someone else goes, well, we are going to draft those 3 things. Because the golden goose lays an egg every round, the player with the goose will draft last. And so we will draft in clockwise order. That means that the green player would choose, maybe they choose an earring. Then the blue player would choose, and maybe I choose to go up, get some infamy. And then the green player would take the 3 eggs. And so the green player would get that loot. Now, if a third player goes, you can see there's no room for 3 players. Well, they get tangled, and then nobody gets any of the loot that's there, and instead they get a tangled token. At the end of the game, whoever has the most tangled tokens will gain infamy based on how many they have. So if you end up with 3, you would go up 3 steps on the infamy board, because you're known for tangling, for causing trouble. And that's basically the way the game works. As we climb each round, we will reveal another set of spaces. The red ones here, when they're revealed, they require 2 players to go there. And so there's some negotiating that has to happen. But if you successfully do that, then both players get both rewards at the top. When you get all the way to the top, the very last round will have 5 spaces, of course, as usual, but we will also wake and have the option of going into the castle and waking the sleeping giant, which is another space. Here it's the castle space at the end of your player board. If you select the castle space, you go into the castle and you get this enormous reward. So there's a lot more high stakes, but high risk, because you don't get tangled in the castle. So there's no compensation, and there's a lot more risk because there's only one more space. So high risk reward is added here at the end, and at the very end we count all of our resources one by one, and whoever ends up with the most points wins. So thank you for taking the time to listen to Beanstalk Bandits.